Yeah, it was quite exciting really, because I do get quite a lot of adverts on LinkedIn. I do sometimes ignore them. Like, I know I have ignored some from you before, but with this one, the fact it had a video definitely caught my eye, because I was like, oh, what's this? Quite unusual, not something I'd seen before. And then it meant I could get sort of immediately more information straight away. And then actually viewing the video, it was just really nice, because you get to see a person. You know, I got to see where I could potentially be working. You know, there was a lovely background. All those things sort of play into you know, thinking if a job might be right for you. Then, you know, hearing a bit more about the culture. They were sort of explaining, you know, social things, also in a bit more detail, like what the job would entail. So it just really, it made me quite excited really, because it meant that I could see myself fitting in there a bit more. So yeah. So I think for me it was the job itself. It sounded like the sort of the next step for me in my career, and what I was looking for sort of matched my skill set, and a bit of the culture as well. So I guess having that explained on the video in quite a lot of detail meant I could see that I was maybe potentially going to be a good match, and then also following up with people talent after watching the video for any sort of additional information and any questions I had. I think it all just sort of gave me like quite a good feeling. So I feel like with other recruiters, it has felt quite transactional, maybe not as much of a personal experience. I've sort of just been asked a lot of questions about you know, my specific role, and that's sort of been it. But I do feel like with people talent, from the get-go, it was really personal. You know, we would sort of chat casually. I also, you know, every time I had a couple of interviews, so they followed up with me after the interviews to see how they went, rang me before to sort of check I was prepared. Every step of the way was asking if I had any sort of additional questions or anything they could do to support me. So yeah, really positive experience from me. Yeah, I definitely think a video advert is super powerful and so much more engaging than a standard advert. You get a feel for the company, you get to see who you're going to be working with. So in my case, that was really, that worked out really well for me, because I ended up going to a local community group for people that do my role, and that meant that person, my manager, was actually there, and had I not seen him on video, I wouldn't have been able to introduce myself, and it made the whole that particular thing for me, like, it meant it was really approachable, really easy conversation. Oh, I saw you on the video for the application. I'm Millie. Great. So from that perspective, it was really, really good. And I also think with other jobs that I've gone for in the past, they haven't, you know, there was one case where it wasn't actually what I was expecting, and I think had there been a video beforehand, I may have been able to pick up on that before I had proceeded so far down the application route. Yeah, it's worked out really, really well for me. I've been here for 2 months tomorrow, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just gone really well. I feel like everything that was sort of outlined, you know, to me in the video and by people talent is, you know, it's definitely been that the way. It's all, yeah, it's just gone really well.